Very good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the current affairs classes. I hope you all are doing well and you have been revising these content. So today we are going to cover 9 to 10th December news analysis, but is going to be in part 1 and part 2, right? Because the news is, there are a lot of news in the content. So it's better to cover them in a short period of time, because otherwise the class becomes really lengthy, right? And it becomes difficult for you as well to go through the class. So part 1 is here, part 2 will be the next one. So let's begin with the 9 to 10 December news analysis, part 1. All right. So the first section, ESI Finance and Business News category, first news which we have is Center has released 1,869 crores of funds for Swachh Bharat Mission Grameen. So Swachh Bharat Mission Grameen is in news. That's why this becomes important. Not this fund, this now amount of the fund is exactly relevant, but the Swachh Bharat Grameen mission will be important, right? So this much has been released under this. Now, this data has been given by Ministry of Rural Development. What is the scheme Swachh Bharat Mission Grameen? You all know already. The scheme is to sustain the open defecation free status for villages across the country. The overall aim, if you see, is to make all these villages across the countries open defecation free, right? So broader aim is to make them open defecation free. Remember that. Then Swachh Bharat Mission Grameen, this was initiated in 2014. Ministry of Jal Shakti is the nodal ministry, and this is to make India open defecation free. Remember this thing, okay? So please remember these important facts, and you can also remember the year as of now, 2014. Also the associated ministry, which is Ministry of Jal Shakti. Remember, Ministry of Jal Shakti. Then next thing which we have is there is release of a new suspect registry. New suspect registry. Suspect registry of what? Of identifiers of cyber criminals, right? It has been launched. So this is a suspect registry of identifiers of cyber criminals. This has been informed by the MHA, Ministry of Home Affairs. Now, it is a collaboration between whom? Remember, between all the banks, other financial institutions, and the I4C. I4C. So, what you have to remember here, this is a good step in terms of strengthening India's cyber resilience infrastructure and dealing with cyber security threats and cases, right? Continuously, government is working to enhance the cyber security net and infrastructure. Now this particular decision is in line with this, where they have launched this registry. It will help them, in identifying such cases and dealing with them. Now important question is, this is a collaboration between whom? So this is a collaboration between banks, financial institutions, and I4C. I4C is always in news, so please remember the extension of I4C as well. I hope you all know by far what is I4C. We have discussed I4C a lot number of times. So I4C is basically your Indian Cyber Crime Coordination Center. Remember, I4C is Indian Cyber Crime Coordination Center. I4C. Under this, one more important thing which we have is 7 joint cyber coordination teams have been constituted. Okay, joint cyber coordination teams have been constituted, which will be working towards cyber security management. They have been constituted under I4C. Where are they located? So these teams are at Mewat, Jamtara, Ahmedabad, Hyderabad, Chandigarh, Vishakhapatnam, and Guwahati. These are the 7 joint cyber coordination teams. Please remember, Jamtada, you all must have heard in the famous web series as well, where they have highlighted this issue very clearly. How does this happen? How they mislead you via calls and then try to uh, fetch some ransomware, etc. Right? So this is the thing. Remember this thing. And then I4C is important. The Indian Cyber Crime Coordination Center. Indian Cyber Crime Coordination Center was set up by whom? By MHA. Remember that. Okay. So it comes under the Ministry of Home Affairs. Of course, to deal with all the types of cyber threats and security threats, it has been established. And it has a portal launched along with this, which is National Cyber Crime Reporting Portal. National Cyber Crime Reporting Portal has been launched as a part of this I4C, where you can report the cases of such cyber crimes. Also, the Citizen Financial Cyber Fraud Reporting and Management System has been launched in year 21 for immediate reporting in financial frauds. And this one, National Cyber Crime Reporting Portal, is more oftenly, more frequently used by the financial institutions and banks. But for making it more citizen centric, another one, which is Citizen Financial Cyber Fraud Reporting and Management System, it has been launched. Remember. So these two initiatives are under I4C. I4C is very, very important, comes under MHA. Then next one we have is Hamara Shauchalay Hamara Samman campaign is in news because it has recently concluded on 10th of December. Now, why it becomes important? Remember, 10th of December is celebrated as Human Rights Day. Okay, Human Rights Day. It was started on the 19th of November, which was World Toilet Day. So remember these two important days. When did it start? It started on your 19th of November on the occasion of World Toilet Day, and 10th December it has concluded, which is Human Rights Day. Now this is to mobilize communities across India to bring sanitation in the limelight, to highlight the importance of proper sanitation and the adoption of the practices of proper sanitation and sanitary infrastructure. This is the thing, right? And remember here as well, the associated ministry is Ministry of Jal Shakti. Please remember this. The associated ministry will be Ministry of Jal Shakti. Moving on to the next news, we have Union Education Ministry has enhanced the material cost under Pradhan Mantri Poshan Shakti Nirman Yojana by 13.7%. Now this can be significant. Remember this. First of all, what is this scheme? PM Poshan. PM Poshan is to provide the children with adequate nutrition and cooked meals, right? In the schools or Bal Vatika classes, first to 8 basically, so primary classes only, PM Poshan mission. Now they have raised this material cost. What is this material cost? Material cost is what the government under the scheme was providing support for the purchase of materials like you have pulses, cereals, which are utilized in preparation of these cooked meals, right? Because you see recently the prices of cereals, pulses, they have gone up, right? So raising material cost also becomes important, so as to ensure that the supply is being provided to school children properly. So government has increased this material cost. That means now it will be providing more support for acquisition or purchase of these materials used in the preparation of cooked meals, so as to continue with the proper supply of these meals. So this is the thing, and remember the figure as well. It has raised the material cost by 13.7%. Please remember, okay, by 13.7%. And this will be effective this has been effective from 1st December 2024 only. Then your PM Poshan becomes important. So PM Poshan is a centrally sponsored scheme, remember, not a central sector scheme. That means 100% not funded by the central government. So it is a centrally sponsored scheme. Under this, you have hot cooked meal being served to almost 11.7 crore students in the Balvatikas and classes of 1st to 8th. So as I have discussed with you that they provide these hot cooked meals to Balvatika. What are Balvatikas? Anyone? Balvatikas are basically kind of preparatory classes. So like you have nursery, KG, right? preparatory classes, right from the first class which you want your kid to get admission into. Before that, just to develop the motor skills of the children, the concept of bal vatikas has been introduced, right? So bal vatika is preparatory class to the primary classes, right? These are bal vatikas, and first to eighth it will be provided. So as I told you, what is this material cost? This material cost is basically provided for procurement of the following ingredients like pulses, vegetables, oils, spices, etc. What goes into the food preparation, whatever goes into the food preparation. Then next we have a 2-day people's walk as a part of the Nasha Mukt Rangla Punjab campaign. This overall campaign is to promote uh, drug-free Punjab, right? The idea, promoting the idea of drug-free Punjab. And this has been flagged off from where? Remember, it has been flagged off from the Bias village. Okay. And it has been aligned with the broader Nasha Mukt Bharat Abhiyan. So you should be remembering the Nasha Mukt Bharat Abhiyan as well, which was launched in 2020, 15th August 2020. Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment is the associated ministry, please remember. So Nasha Mukt Bharat Abhiyan has been launched on 15th August 2020. Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment is the associated ministry, remember that. And accordingly, in line with that, this mission has been launched to make Punjab drug free and other substances consumption free state. Then next we have something about All India Consumer Price Index for agricultural laborers. So CPI is something you already know. CPI is one of the indices which measures the change in the price level of commodities. So basically it measures inflation from the consumption point of view or consumption expenditure point of view, right? How much the households are spending as a part of their consumption expenditure. What is consumption expenditure? Whatever you spend on the consumer goods, not the capital one, right? For your consumption, for your own consumption, not for not to be utilized in some production activities, etc. So consumption expenditure ki side se. Now what we have is CPI AL has registered an increase of 11 points. Okay. So it has also risen. Now CPI AL basically shows you the consumption expenditure side inflation of the agricultural labor or the rural labor side of consumption expenditure, right? So this is showing you the inflation coming out from the consumption expenditure done by agricultural laborers, rural laborers, etc. Now since it is in news because it has risen, so it really becomes important. The static becomes important. Also remember the base year of all these indices. So what is the base year of All India or of CPI-AL? The base year, remember, is 86, 87, and the base points are 100, right? So remember weight given and the base year. If not this figure, just remember base year. At least this much is relevant and important as well. 1986-87 is the base year for your CPI-AL. I would also want to know if you can okay, let me know in the comment section what is the base year of WPI, CPI, normal CPI, right? Not specifically AL, etc. And the national income accounting in India. Also comment section में बताइए कि what is the proposed new base year for national income accounting in India. Which one is the new proposed base year? It has not been implemented yet, will be implemented in next year. But then what is the proposed base year for national income accounting, and what is the present base year of national income accounting, CPI and WPI? I want all of you to message this in the comment section, right? So this is the thing. And inflation on the basis of CPI AL data has been there. For agricultural laborers, so overall status is decline in inflation, although recently it has increased, and decline is the overall status. Then you have Union government releasing 15th Finance Commission grants for the rural local bodies, where in Himachal Pradesh and Goa. So in a very phased manner, recently 15th Finance Commission grants have been released for several states. Previous classes may we have covered grants being released for Andhra Pradesh, etc. Here we are covering grants released for some other states, right? Okay, very good. Yashvardhan Sharma. Current base year is 11-12, all right, but proposed one is 22-23. Yes, very good. 22-23 is the proposed one for national income accounting. Okay, and it is going to be effective from February 2026. Remember that. So these grants have been released by the Union government under the 15th Finance Commission recommendations for Himachal Pradesh and Goa. So you need not remember these data. They are not relevant. Just remember about the 15th Finance Commission and the 16th Finance Commission. Recently you have seen, I think in IBPSC or RRB phase 1, they have asked this question regarding the tenure of the 16th Finance Commission, right? So static also becomes important. These facts are not important. Kitna grant diya hai kis state mein. So much of depth is not important, right? So 15th Finance Commission, you all know, first of all, Finance Commission is a constitutional body constituted under Article 280 of Indian Constitution by the President of India every 5 years. Now, it recommends the government regarding the criteria of deciding these grants to be given to the states, UTs. Also, it recommends to the government, or it gives to the government the criteria as well as the percentage of tax devolution, the vertical, that is center to states, and the horizontal, which is among these states, right? So presently I think it is 41% only as per the latest recommendation. 41% of the taxes which are divisible collected by central government, 41% of that has to go to the state government. This is vertical devolution. Then on the basis of various criterias, the horizontal devolution, that out of that 41%, how much will be distributed among states, is the horizontal devolution. This is how Finance Commission gives recommendations. So 15th Finance Commission is going on as of now. The tenure will be, remember, 21 se 26 is the tenure of 15th Finance Commission, and it is being headed by N.K. Singh. Then 16th Finance Commission is going to be effective from 26. So this is the exact tenure, 1st April 2026 to 2031. Please remember this. Okay, 1st April 2026 to 2031 is the tenure of your 16th Finance Commission. Okay, and it is going to be headed by Arvind Pangadia. Arvind Pangadia. Remember these figures and also remember the associated article, which is Article 280. That's why Finance Commission is a constitutional body. Now, next news. According to the DPIIT, FDI inflows in India, they have crossed a new milestone of $1 trillion. So this is important. FDI inflows in India, the foreign direct investment incoming into India, has reached a new milestone, which is 1 trillion. Okay, $1 trillion. It has crossed in April to September 2024 period. Now, important here, what important is here in terms of your questions for the future examination is, which country is the top source of this FDI inflow? Now, these kind of questions they have asked previously as well. So please note them down separately. Mauritius is the top source as of now of FDI inflows according to this data given by DPIIT. Okay, so Mauritius route is the route from where we got the maximum FDI inflows, followed by Singapore and US. So top 3 at least should be on your tongue, right? Mauritius, then Singapore, and then US. Please remember this. Mauritius, Singapore, and US. These are the top sources of FDI inflows. So this is in terms of percentage, how much percentage we have received. But if you look at in terms of dollars, okay, so maximum dollars may also you have Mauritius route, then Singapore, and then US. Okay, so the data are same. You need not remember them separately. The same countries are there in terms of percentage, in terms of dollar. 3 countries are there, top sources of FDI inflows in India. This is a very important question for all the upcoming examination. Remember that. Mauritius, Singapore, and US. And key attracting sectors, also remember the sectoral distribution. Services segment, computer software hardware, telecommunications, trading, construction and development. Then you have automobile, chemicals, and pharmaceuticals. These sectors have attracted the maximum amount of FDI inflow. Then we have a data given by RBI in its handbook of statistics on Indian estates, the growth in pension bill of estates and UTs has slowed in 22-23. So UTs and estates का जो pension bill है, whatever they used to provide in terms of pension to the employees, for example, right, or the old age pension or the retirement pension, the pension bill has declined. Now, this is reflective of a lot of possibilities. First thing, you are cutting down on unnecessary expenditure to glide on the path of fiscal consolidation and achieve the target of fiscal deficit as given out in the FRBM Act, right? This can be one possibility. Second, that you are trying to say rationalize the pension scheme, like we have the unified pension scheme, etc. So these are these steps. Now, this is a broader step towards fiscal consolidation, reducing unnecessary expenditure from the side of the government, whatever is not necessary or where you can cut down. The necessary one has to go on. This is the thing. So basically, according to this RBI data, what is the key finding? Key finding is that if we look at the pension bill, so pension bill basically it has declined, right? And the state-wise distribution decline in their pension bill in terms of states. First is Assam, okay? Then so maximum decline in a state-wise pension bill is witnessed by the state of Assam, remember. Then second is Chhattisgarh and third is Jharkhand, followed by Odisha, Kerala and other states, right? So remember this thing, Assam, Chhattisgarh and Jharkhand have witnessed the maximum decline in the pension bill. One more important fact here is which state in India is the first one to offer the unified pension scheme? So this is a probable question I'm telling you here. Note it down separately. Which state has become the first to offer UPS to its employees after the announcement of UPS? So Maharashtra is the first state in India to offer the UPS, Unified Pension Scheme. Now you know that we have both the options. The employees can opt for NPS or UPS as well, but whatever you decide, that would be final, right? So Maharashtra, remember, is the first state to offer UPS. Now, what is this UPS? Key features, if you look at UPS, it was announced on 24th August 2024, remember, and implementation will be from 1st April 2025. Beneficiaries are central government employees. What is the employee's contribution and the employer's contribution? So employee contribution is 10% of their basic salary plus the dearness allowance. Then employer contribution will be 18.5, remember, 18.5 of basic salary plus dearness allowance. And the benefits, you will get a retirement pension of 50% of the average basic pay over the last 12 months before the retirement, okay, for employees having at least 25 years of service. So if you have provided at least 25 years of service, you are going to get a pension of 50% of your average basic pay. Average will be taken out for the last 12 months of your service. Then rupees 10,000 per month upon the superannuation after a minimum of 10 years of service. So these are the typical features of UPS. Next we have is the Ministry of Power is planning to set up 80,000 megawatt of thermal power plants by 2031-32. This is just the data, and the installed generation capacity you see has doubled up in last 10 years to this much. These figures, not all of them are important. You just remember the overall target, and this is not so much relevant, just skip this one. Then regulatory bodies news mein we have the state of Gujarat has seen 31% spurt or rise in the state-wise credit to industry, okay, in last 5 years. So we have a data given out by RBI, which is 9th edition of the Handbook of Statistics on Indian States. This data basically has given out some figures regarding credit to the industry, industrial sector, credit, bank credit to industry. In this, maximum increase has been witnessed by the state of Gujarat. But if you see, total amount of credit, maximum amount of credit extended to the industry. In this regard, Maharashtra stands at top. Maharashtra stands at top, followed by Delhi and Gujarat. So you have two important facts here. First, maximum increase in state or bank credit to industry, and then so maximum increase is witnessed by the state of Gujarat, and then maximum amount extended as loan to the industry. The state of Maharashtra is at top, followed by Delhi and Gujarat. Then banking news mein we have Asian Development Bank has approved a grant of 25.5 million US dollars to Solomon Islands. Okay, why this grant has been assigned to Solomon Islands? This is basically to help them in their sustainable, inclusive, and climate resilient development and associated development of the infrastructure facilities, right? So Solomon Islands, that's why is in news. Please remember the capital of Solomon Islands as well, which is Honiara, and then currency is Solomon Islands dollar. Okay. Then next one is HSBC India. HSBC India has launched an invitation only premium credit card for its private banking clients, right, which is HSBC Private. And for this, it has collaborated with MasterCard. This is something catering to the high net worth individuals. Okay, this is not for the common man. This is for high net worth individuals and ultra high net worth individuals, which will be offering you a lot of facilities regarding your travel, lifestyle experiences, etc. Then moving on to the national news. National mein you have Prime Minister launching LIC Bima Sakhi Yojana. Okay, also laying the foundation of the main campus of Maharana Pratap Horticultural University at Panipat, Haryana. So this has been established, the Maharana Pratap Horticultural University in Panipat. One important thing is, what is this LIC Bima Sakhi Yojana? This is an initiative by the government where they are trying to empower the women, also employ them with the help of LIC based opportunities, and then empower them, right? So this is the thing. What is Bima Sakhi? This is an initiative of LIC where 18 to 70 years of females can be employed with the help of LIC. They are trained first and then they are provided the work of like agent of LIC for distributing the LIC products and policies, etc. Eligibility is at least she should have passed class 10. So class 10 you should have done. This is the eligibility, and first of all you will be receiving some training and then a stipend for first 3 years to promote financial literacy and insurance awareness, and then the women will get 7,000 rupees in first year, 6,000 in second, and 5,000 in third year for promoting financial literacy, etc. And if you are a graduate Bima Sakhi, if you are remember a graduate Bima Sakhi, in that case you will have an opportunity to qualify for being considered as development officer roles in LIC. So you can also be considered for development officer roles in the LIC if you are a graduate Bima Sakhi. So this is the overall scheme. And in this, LIC aims to enroll almost 1 lakh Bima Sakhis in 12 months to financially empower them. And this horticulture university campus, it has been established where they will be working towards crop diversification and world-class research for development of horticultural technologies. Remember the location, Panipat, Haryana. The next one we have is your Union Minister of State for Science and Technology has launched Amrit Gyan Kosh portal. What is this Amrit Gyan Kosh? This is to strengthen governance training, okay, where they will be training the officials, etc., for better governance. This much is relevant here. Then next one, what we have is the first validation test flight for the upcoming Noida International Airport was conducted recently. So Noida International Airport is continuously in news. What was the flight name? So for which the validation test flight has been conducted? The flight name was Indigo's Airbus 320. Okay. About the Jewar Airport or the Noida International Airport, you can remember these things. It was founded on 26 November 2021, and it is built through a PPP model, public-private partnership model. Okay. And the Zurich Airport International has been selected as the developer of this airport. This is going to improve a lot of connectivity and help in the decongestion of IGI airport. So basically, there is a lot of congestion, right? There is a lot of congestion at Delhi airport, because since Delhi is the capital, so you see a lot of flights, they uh, have a halt in Delhi and then they take off from Delhi airport. So increasing congestion has pressurized the authorities to create a new airport, an alternative which can help in the congestion of the existing airports. So this is going to help, and the other name, remember, is Jeva Airport, and Zurich Airport will be developing this, and it has been developed on a PPP model, which is public private partnership model. What is PPP? Where there is certain shareholding means the distribution of the funds to be provided between the private and the state. So they decide which model to follow, like the toll models which India operates, which is the BOT model, or built operate transfer, is built on the PPP itself, but then the structure is different. Like, first of all, you will build as a private entity, you will build the toll, you will operate it, and then once you are able to cover the basic cost, and once you are able to generate revenue over and above the cost, you will transfer it to the government. This is how there are several models under BOP, like BOT ho gaya, BOT toll, BOT annuity ho gaya, hybrid annuity model. All these models, they are there, right? The next, you have Hyundai Motor planning to install 600 fast charging stations for EVs in next 7 years. So let's see, is it will be important. Then next is Chandigarh has become the first UT in India to fully implement the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Sanhita, and Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam. So please remember these things. These three are the codes. If you remember, they have ended the British legacy. So the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Sanhita, and the Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam, they have replaced the erstwhile, or they are the new version, uh, or you say they have replaced the British era rules or codes, which were CRPC, the Criminal Procedure Code, CPC, Civil Procedure Code, Indian Evidence Act. All these British legacies have been replaced with these one, right? So this is very important fact. Remember this. Chandigarh has become the first union territory in India to implement all of these three. Okay, and all the five pillars which are there of our criminal justice system, the police, jail, judiciary, prosecution, forensics, they have now been completely modernized, you know that, right? So government is trying to modernize them completely, also to make them free from the shackles of British era legacies, like these rules and laws and codes which were constituted by the colonial government at that time, right? So this is the thing. Then so today we will be covering up to here only. The state news say next part will be there from the state news, because a lot of news are there in this one. That's why I asked you to be there for the part 2 as well, right? So far whatever we have discussed is quite important. Please remember them. From the state news category, from 9 to 10 December, we will be resuming in the next class. Now it's time for the whatever we have discussed today. Till then, the top 5 questions of that discussion. So it's time for the short series. Let's see. So you have the first question in the short series. According to a recent data shared by DPIIT, FDI inflows in India have reached a milestone. That is something we have discussed. You have to tell me which country is the top source of FDI in India? Which country is the top source of FDI in India? Tell me. Which country is the top source of FDI for India? Yes, anyone? Very good. A is the right option. Mauritius. We have discussed this thing, right? Mauritius is the top source of FDI inflows in India. Second question. Which state has become the first one in the country to offer UPS, the Unified Pension Scheme, benefits to its employees? Which state in India is the first one to offer UPS benefits to the employees? Yes, tell me. Option C, all right. So, correct option is C, Maharashtra. Remember this? Maharashtra is the first state in India to implement UPS, right? Very good. Next one. Recently, RBI has shared some data in its handbook of in statistics on Indian states, right? According to which of the following state is at top in terms of bank credit to the industry? Which one? You are saying B, Gujarat? No. See, that's why I mentioned in the discussion of that news item as well that Gujarat has witnessed maximum increase. But in absolute terms, the maximum amount which has been given out to industry, in that term, which state is at the top? Gujarat has witnessed the maximum increase. So, maximum credit to industry in that term, Maharashtra would be the correct answer again, right? So A is the right answer here, Maharashtra. Gujarat has witnessed 31% of rise in that, but the top state in absolute terms is Maharashtra. So A will be the correct option. Next one. Which of the following is the first UT in India to implement the Bharat Nyay Sanhita, Nagrik Sanhita, and the Sakshya Adhiniyam, Bharat Sakshya Adhiniyam? Which of the following is the first UT in India to implement all these three modernized codes for criminal civil justice? Chandigarh? Very good. So, Chandigarh is the first UT in India to implement all these three modernized versions of the erstwhile IPC, CRPC, Indian Evidence Act, etc. Then, next, we have Union Education Ministry enhancing the material cost under Pradhan Mantri Poshan Shakti Nirman. So, under PM Poshan, the material cost has been increased. So, it will be providing more of the assistance to acquire or to purchase the material cost like pulses, etc. under PM Poshan. It has increased by how much percent? It has been increased by how much percentage? Tell me. A, B, C, D, E. You have all these options. By how much percent it has increased? The correct option would be no, not A. It is C, right? Yes, C is the right option, which is 13.70% or 13.7%, right? So it has increased. The material cost under PM Poshan has increased by 13.7%. So these were the top 5 questions from the top short series. I hope it was useful and the class was useful. Please highlight and write them down separately, whatever I have asked you to write down for the future examinations, because some important facts we have discussed today. Rest, I think there's no doubt from the class. We have discussed all these things. and the top 5 questions as well. Part 2 will be there for 9 to 10 December in the next session I'll be taking up. So till then, have a great day. Thank you so much for staying connected. I'll see you all in the next session. Thank you so much. Have a good day.